The presidency has said that the growing opposition against the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is because he is a president from southern Nigeria. According to the presidency, the only reason why Tinubu is being accused of marginalizing sections of the country is because he's a southern president. That was the presidency's reaction to the growing opposition against his re-election as a result of poor performance and marginalization of sections of the country. Now, speaking for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the presidency, speaking through Bayo Onanuga, special advisor on information and strategy, said that it is not true that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not working in the interest of northern Nigeria, saying that the only reason they are opposing his re-election is because he is a southern president. Now, Bayo Onanuga stated this in an interview with Trust Radio as a result of the claim by northern Nigeria that the region is being marginalized in the allocation of projects and appointments of government officials. According to Bayo Onanuga, it is incorrect to say that the North has been shortchanged in appointments and developmental projects, saying that it is not true that the North is marginalized. Instead, he said that the claim of marginalization is a veiled attempt to sabotage a southern president, saying that Tinubu is only being a victim of his geographical origin. And he insisted that the North should wait for their turn to produce the president, and that President Muhammad Buhari must be allowed, that President Tinubu must be allowed to do 8 years, just like Muhammad Buhari was allowed to do 8 years. He said that the North should wait for their turn as South waited under Muhammad Buhari. He went on to say, he said, this president is Nigerian. He deserves the same 2 terms that Buhari had. Let us not sacrifice the country for personal ambition. Let us not sacrifice the country for personal ambition. And you ask yourself, how does holding Tinubu accountable amount to sacrificing the country for personal ambition? What the North is doing and what other sections of the country are doing is to hold Tinubu to account. And the North is waiting their right to hold him to account. So the presidency claiming that it's because Tinubu is a southern and that's why he is being challenged and his second term threatened is a very weak defense they are making for Tinubu. This is because Tinubu was voted for a purpose, and if he cannot fulfill that purpose, he does not deserve to be re-elected. That is the gospel truth, and that is how democracy works. Even Tinubu himself has given the same medicine to Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in 2015. Remember that in 2015, Goodluck Jonathan was a southern president. So why did Tinubu then collude with the North and displaced a southern president? At that time, it was okay for Tinubu to be funding the mainstream media in Nigeria that are largely Southern owned to destroy the reputation and the government of Goodluck Jonathan, that was even doing better, that the economy was better than what we have today under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. All the things that Jonathan wanted to do, he is now doing it, particularly the removal of fuel subsidy. In 2012, Jonathan removed fuel subsidy, but Bola Ahmed Tinubu was among those who took to the streets to protest against the removal of fuel subsidy. Today, he wants everybody to call him a messiah because he removed fuel subsidy, that he is a courageous leader who removed fuel subsidy. But when Goodluck Jonathan had the courage to remove fuel subsidy in 2012, Tinubu and his supporters, the mainstream media in Nigeria, they protested against the removal of fuel subsidy, that it was not right to remove fuel subsidy, that the poor will suffer. Are the poor not suffering now that he has removed it, and worse off? When Jonathan removed even part of the fuel subsidy in 2012, he provided palliatives that are well structured. That was when you had FEMA was formed. That was when you have all kinds of amelioration of the problem that were going to emanate, that were well structured, unlike what we have had under Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whereby all the promises they made, even to government workers, to ameliorate the problem that will come, or the challenges that come with the removal of fuel subsidy, and none have been executed. He floated the naira to the level that the 30,000 naira minimum wage of Buhari is higher than the 70,000 naira minimum wage that are being paid now. So when he colluded with northern leaders to remove Jonathan, that time he didn't remember that Jonathan was a southern president. It was good at that time to remove Jonathan, who was a southern president. He didn't protect Jonathan and say, okay, this is our man. He's a southerner. Let us protect him. Let us save his government. Let us allow him to do second term. But no. He rallied the media, the mainstream media in Nigeria, just like the Democratic Party used to rally the mainstream media in America to demonize any government they want to be out of power, like they did to Donald Trump. That was what they did in Nigeria. They demonized Jonathan. He is the most corrupt government, all kinds of things. But we now found out that even the government that replaced him was the worst in history. Not since Sani Abacha have we seen a government as corrupt as the APC government. Okay, so the idea that it is because Tinubu is a southerner, that's why opposition is gathering against him. No, it is not because he's a southerner. It's because he has failed to keep to his promises. All the promises he made as he was coming on board, he had not kept them. If he had kept them, if he had provided what he said he would provide, if he had made Nigeria better secure than under Buhari, if he had made Nigeria less poor under his government, he wouldn't be in this quagmire. It is because he has worsened the state of the nation, worsened the state of the economy. The insecurity has gotten worse. The economy has tanked. Nothing is working in the country. Everything is, the whole country is in dire straits. the way that the New York Times put it is that Nigeria is passing through existential economic situation that has never been seen in a generation. So that is why the forces are gathering against him. It is not because he's a Southern president. It is because he has failed to make Nigeria better than he made it. Because if you just look at the statistics, fuel was sold at less than 200 naira to a liter under Buhari. How much is a liter of fuel today? How much? What percentage increase? So over 1,000 naira a liter. What percentage increase is that? Just fuel. That is the engine, the oil that they used to lubricate the economy, the wheel of Nigerian economy, has increased by over 500%, if you like. So what are we talking about? Look at the exchange rate of the naira to the dollar was about 400 naira to the dollar at the official rate before Tinubu took over. Today is hovering 1,600, 1,700, 1,500, depending on what the day will bring out. And that is a disastrous situation for an economy that is import dependent. Then there is inconsistency in policy. Muhammad Buhari came up with a policy to grow more rice so that we'll be self-sufficient. What has Tinubu done? He has opened the border because his policies has led to increase in price of food. So he has opened our border for rice to flood in. Now the rice mills are closing down in Nigeria, generating unemployment. He has failed to secure the country. So with insecurity, farmers cannot go to farm. Things are getting worse. So when the North and others look at the situation of the country, it is obvious that he ought to be voted out. In any case, when you say that the North are pommeling him because he's a Southern president, is P2B a Northerner? Is P2B a Northerner? Has P2B not been talking about the state of the nation, how Tinubu has made it worse than he made it? So this president should spare us this blackmail of saying that it is because Tinubu is a Southerner. When has Tinubu become a protector of the Southern interest? When did he start to protect Southern interest? In 2015, when he was in bed with the same Northern people to remove Jonathan from power. Is that when he was protecting the Southern interest? If you don't know what to say, he should just allow what is about to play out, at least so that it doesn't insult the sensibility of Nigerians by telling us that it is because he's a Southern president. That's why the North is angry. I don't think so. He has failed. And that is the bottom line. I don't know what to think about the Tinubu's claim that the reason why Northern people and other Nigerians are crying marginalization against his government is because he's a Southern president. But whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you and God bless you and yours.